All right, we've all been there. We've started predictive technologies, and now we have all these alerts that we are going through that our assets are giving us some sort of problem. Well, how do we know that those alerts are true, or maybe they're just nuisance alarms? So how do we avoid the fatigue associated with assets in the quote-unquote red stage? Well, obviously there's a lot to unpack with this topic. One of the first ones that people need to understand, this technology requires some level of training. It requires some level of sophistication to actually know what we're looking at. So we need to train our staff, whoever's going to be involved in these predictive technologies. That could be lubrication technicians, that could be reliability technicians, managers, engineers. They all need to be trained to the appropriate level for whatever condition monitoring they are doing. Secondly, we need to look at our alarms and limits. Have we set them too aggressively? Now, I'm a big fan. If we think about oil analysis, we talk about cleanliness. We want to shoot for very clean fluids. But is it realistic? If we start out with a very aggressive target, every time we take a sample, it may come back that our particle counts are too elevated. You may think about stepping down your targets over time. Start with something that is achievable. Once you've achieved it, step it down again. So this removes some of that nuisance alarm. Finally, we start to think about filtering out the noise, all right? What are the assets that we truly concern ourselves about? What are the technologies that are truly going to tell us what we're worried about with that asset? So make sure that we pick the appropriate technology, same alarms and limits, and we're monitoring it effectively. And as always, let's not just rely on something that is an AI algorithm or a laboratory value telling us something's going bad. Let's have humans in the loop. All right. If you're looking at a condition monitoring program, or maybe you have this alarm fatigue, visit our friends at AssetWatch. They have real life condition monitoring engineers that are reviewing the data, so you're not getting these nuisance alarms. You can find more about their solution in the link in the description.